How much money did you lose?
$300,000.
At least $40,000.
Then I sent $2,000. Then I sent $3,000.
You got money, I got a way to take it from you.
No one expects to be the victim of a scam, but everyone should be on the alert because fraud is a billion-dollar industry. Most people don't see it coming.
You know, a lot of people assume that victims of investment fraud are frail or gullible or isolated, that they're very trusting and that they believe. It's true that cons use persuasion to earn the trust of their targets, but they use persuasion to do so much more. So it's really a pretty complex psychological event that's going on.
If you tell me that you're a veteran of World War II, well, great, sir, I'm a veteran of Desert Storm. You know, we've got something in common. So you always look for an angle with the victim to legitimize what you're doing and to make yourself more believable.
It takes awareness to say no to scams, and that's the focus of AARP's new Fraud Watch network.
This is kind of like Blockwatch in that we're encouraging people to not only get training, but to take this information out to their neighbors and share it with them. We're also encouraging people to sign up for a network, an email network, where law enforcement will send out alerts periodically to them.
Although anyone can be a victim of fraud, older adults are often targeted. They've worked a lifetime, so they may have money. They tend to want to help people, and they're new to the internet.
So you really have to be careful with trust on the internet. That's hard.
At a recent launch event for the Fraud Watch network, seniors gathered at Seattle's Museum of Flight to learn what to watch out for and how to say no to scams.
I talked about 4 scams this morning. The sweetheart scam, where you meet somebody on the internet that's not going to be a friend. The valuables scam, where somebody tries to sell you something that's valuable for cash and it really isn't. The ask for information scam that we hear so much about. Don't give up your personal information. And the person that's claims to be a relative that's had some misfortune and they're not really a relative. Stop, hang up, talk to somebody else that you can trust before you respond to any of these.
What I'm going to really focus on today is sort of getting inside the mind of the con man himself or herself.
Persuasion is the strongest tool used by con artists. If you don't know what's happening, it's hard to resist.
The crush or the kill is emotionally driven. It's not logic. If you apply logic to this concept, it's no. I'm not going to send you my hard-earned money. I don't even know who you are. I know you from Adam. When I wrap that in tons of emotion, that blurs. The logic goes out the window, the emotion kicks in. Now I've endeared you to me. Now I'm no longer the predator on the phone. I'm Jim from New York.
So it's important to remember, persuasion is all around us. What you need to do is step out, get back into your logical brain, ask questions, and delay making a decision.
To protect against this kind of fraud, find out if the salesperson is actually registered to sell securities. FINRA BrokerCheck is a source for that information. Check to see if the product being sold is registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And if you spot a scam, report it.
Many of the cases that we bring, consumer protection cases we bring, are the direct result of phone calls that come from consumers.
Hello, my name is Ann and I'm calling from the AARP Scam Jam.
People who sign up with the Fraud Alert Network receive alerts about scams, and they'll be asked to report anything suspicious to AARP's Fraud Fighter Call Center.
Oh, hi Susan, my name's Bob Ferguson. I'm your Attorney General here in Washington State. How are you today?
So the first check is, are you licensed?
Good. Hey, sorry to bother you, but just wanted to call because I'm part of a volunteer group, and what we're doing is calling out to seniors around the state just to make sure they watch out for scams when people call them up on the phone.
The goal is to make Washington State and King County the hardest place in the country to defraud consumers.
It doesn't cost any money to do this. We're not going to send people any solicitations. The only thing they're really going to get are alerts, just like a Blockwatch alert. That's really what this is about. That's the big idea.
Thank you very much. We had a lovely day.
Callers can contact AARP's Fraud Watch Network toll-free at 1-800-646-2283 or aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork.